Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Podcast, the podcast that reviews movies and talks that nerd shit. This is episode 709. As always, this is Nerd Chicano here to host the show. I'm my wonderful co-host, Brad Young Yoda.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to wonderful Thursday.
Thursday, live, early, and ad-free over on patreon.com/the Nerdcore. At the $1 tier, you get this episode live, early, and ad-free before it drops up for everybody on Saturday at 12 p.m. Central Time. And today we're going to be reviewing another extra film this week, and today we're discussing Takeshi Kitano's Kubi.
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 Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah, which is just a continuation of our half Kitano month. We wanted to watch two Kitano films, and yeah, this is the second one.
This is how we did it.
We're talking about a Japanese film, and it's a samurai film, so you know what me and Brad like. But before we can go and get into the review, Brad, how are you doing today, man?
I'm doing all right. I'm tired. Still tired. It's been a week.
Too, man. Yeah. I go to work tomorrow, and I go on Saturday, so gonna enjoy that. But yeah. Just work today, Brad. That's all you got up to?
Yeah, that's all I did.
Yeah. No dinner?
Yeah, I had leftovers.
Yeah. Man, I was so excited today. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back to work. Stop to get my my two chorizo and egg tacos with the beans.
Yeah.
I said, oh crap, I'm not gonna have time to come to. Well, I mean, I have time, but I'd rather not just like get up, walk, get my food, and come back for lunch. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna get my lunch there while I'm at it. So I asked, hey, can you give me 3 tamales? These tamales are usually pretty damn good, Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Usually pretty damn good, and I love it. I love the food that the lady makes.
Did they not reheat well?
Brad, they were super salty, Brad.
Ooh.
Like, oh my god, it was super salty, and I was like, dude, this just don't taste right. Like,
oh, sadness.
I was sad, man. I still ate them because, of course, I paid for them, and I'm fucking hungry, right? But yeah, man, it was just not.
I mean, at least it wasn't this one story that I heard from about one of the workers. Doesn't work in my department, but in another department. Goes to this local place to get a burrito for lunch.
Yeah.
Takes a bite in it. Guess what was in it?
What?
Huge scorpion.
Dead or alive?
Dead.
Okay,
but still,
okay.
But still, nobody wants a scorpion burrito.
It was in China. It's in China, right, where they eat like fucking fried scorpions or something like that.
Yeah, but
yeah,
it's not from a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, I was gonna say, damn, bro, you are the Chinese burrito, bro. Yeah, fried scorpion burrito. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, because I remember like when they went to Beijing for the Olympics, and like on TV they would go and do like these food tours.
Yeah.
And they would go eat like fried or scorpions on a stick, and like they would go and they would.
Yeah, I mean they had like fried bugs. Like I remember the grasshoppers and all that.
Anthony Bourdain did it too, right?
Yeah,
he went over there and he ate like, a couple
to a few.
scorpions.
Yeah, I think he ate like grasshoppers and mealworms and ants and all that.
Yeah, but that's rough, bro. Oh my god! But I can only imagine in I'm looking up here. Do they eat scorpions in Mexico? Yes, people in Mexico eat scorpions, particularly in the state of Durango. Scorpions are a traditional part of the Mexican diet and are eaten in variety of ways. Hell, it's not my diet.
Yeah, we ain't near Durango.
No, we're nowhere near Durango at all, bro. Oh my god, what a yeah. I thought of China first because of all those newscasts for the Olympics. And I was remembering them putting on sticks and stuff.
Yeah, but nah, man, no. I don't want any part of scorpion. I don't even want to see a scorpion. I specifically don't want to eat a scorpion.
Yeah, man, fucking.
Although they do have the lollipops with the scorpions in them. Have you seen those? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, but I mean, Brad, you live in Arizona, bro. You had to deal with scorpions like.
Yeah.
For a long while.
I do. I don't like dealing with them. So. But yeah.
Yeah, but don't worry, Brad. That's all I had to deal with. I'm sorry that your friend got a scorpion in his fucking burrito, bro.
Yeah, no kidding.
You could just take it off, or what's it called?
I think he went back and got a refund or got another burrito. I don't know. The story ended from what I was told at the scorpion.
Yeah.
My guess is he threw it away.
I would just take out the scorpion and just eat the rest of the food, bro. I mean, What's wrong with that? Like,
No, there ain't no else telling what else is in that burrito.
his little rat friend.
No, blah.
Yeah.
New York.
Oh God, man. Well, um,
Blah.
yeah, that's a New York burrito, bro.
Blah. Got to ask Ayden Byrnes on that. The rat taking off with the pizza.
Yeah. Jeez, man, what a
Splinter.
fucking
Speaking of
that's a
that,
splinter, bro.
rest in peace to Splinter's voice actor.
Yeah, man. But God, man, that fucking sucks, man. Yeah, fucking scorpions, man. I hope I don't have to deal with that here, cause oh my God, I hate anything with a stinger. I'm not a big fan of, Brad.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
Bees. I hate bees. I hate
Wasps,
mosquitoes.
hornets, mosquitoes. Like I'm not like afraid of them. I just
I'm not
fucking hate
afraid,
them.
but they're fucking
Fucking
annoying.
hate them.
Gnats. Hate
Fucking hate
gnats.
them.
Fucking
Yeah.
hate gnats.
Yeah. Hornets,
Oh yeah.
wasps. Yeah. Like why the fuck they gotta be variations of bees, bro? Like what the fuck?
Yeah, you got nice bees, and then you got killer bees.
Yeah. And the murder hornets.
Yeah. Bumblebee.
But yeah, why can't they all just be like the Transformer? Yeah. But Brad, we should probably get into this, dude.
I think so. This is a very recent film.
Yeah, it's from last year.
Yeah.
I never knew this movie came out last year.
Uh-huh.
But without further ado, if you have not seen Kubi and you care about sports, you should probably get out of here if you care about them, or stay if you don't, or you've already seen the film. Either way, how it goes is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Today's episode of the Nerd Court is brought to you by SeatGeek. Whether you want to see your favorite band, sports team, or comedian, SeatGeek has you covered. We're proud to be partnering with SeatGeek to offer you $10 off your first order with code TheNerdCourt. That's $10 off your first order at SeatGeek.com with code THENERDCORPS. So take a seat at your next live event with SeatGeek. Thank you. Now let's get back to today's video. All right, man. Brad, let's go ahead and introduce him to Takeshi Kitano's Kubi.
All right. Come from Wikipedia. Kubi is a 2023.
It's just fun to say it.
Kubi is a 2023 Japanese historical samurai film written, directed, and edited by Takeshi Kitano, who also stars as Hashiba Hideyoshi, Toyotomi Hideyoshi. The film is based on the novel of the same name, which was released in 2019 and written by Kitano. The film depicts the historical event of the Honnoji incident, which took place in the Sengoku period in 1582. Kadokawa Corporation produced the film and co-distributed it in Japan with Toho. The film also stars Hidetoshi Nishijima as Akechi Mitsuhide, Ryo Kase as Oda Nobunaga, Tadanobu Asano as Kuroda Kanbai, and Nao Omori as Hashiba Hidenaga. It had its world premiere in the Cannes premiere section at the 76th Cannes Film Festival on May 23rd, 2023. It was released in Japan on November 23rd, 2023. And what do we got here? I'm seeing here. Edited by Takeshi Kitano, Yoshinori Ota. Where is the... I don't see the cinematographer.
There's no cinematographer?
It's not listed.
IMDb.
All right.
Yeah.
Kubi.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Man. Well,
there's the writer.
I guess I just got to keep it going for you.
Writer, all cast and crew.
There you go. What a way.
Here we go. Music by Taro Iwashiro. Cinematography by Takeshi Hamada. I found it.
All right. Wow, to adapt your own book.
A historical novel at that.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Budget 1.5 billion yen. Is that yen?
Yeah.
Okay. And it doesn't have a box office.
No box. Yeah, I figured no box office.
Heck, Wikipedia doesn't even have the running time of this, which was like 2 hours and 11 minutes.
Yeah. I would imagine that what's it called? The information on this is probably pretty scarce, but I was trying. I'm doing some deductive reasoning here, trying to figure out if what you know. I know Shogun is historical fiction, but like
Did you notice that the actor from Shogun was in there?
no, I did not notice that.
Yeah.
Who?
Let me see. Let me go down this
Okay.
long list.
So this is before. Okay, so this takes place before the period that Shogun is based on. Okay. All right. Cool. 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 Because the Battle of
Yeah.
Sekihara was in 1600.
So Lord Kashigi from Shogun.
Oh shit!
Tadanobu Sato was in there.
Damn, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Brad, what are your initial thoughts, man?
My initial thoughts on this movie, I had high expectations for this movie, just because based on the cinematography and of the trailer and all that. I was really excited to see this. This was one of the reasons I wanted to see some Takeshi Kitano movies, was based on that trailer. And I was expecting this historical epic. I was Kurosawa pretty much wrote
You
the
were
found.
expecting this to be. You were expecting
I was
this to be
some
Kitano's Seven Samurai.
not Seven Samurai, like a Ron. I was expecting a Ron, or
Very
like a
different from Ron.
or a Kagemusha.
It's the
Um,
same period too.
yeah,
Kagemusha is the same period as
I mean,
this
I
one.
was expecting something to that effect, um, but I don't know if just it didn't go all out like that. Like it didn't go in. You didn't get like these big battle scenes. You got it here and there, but it wasn't like huge. It really did focus more on these character relations, the dialogue, and all that. And you know, not the way I would have gone about it. I think cinematography wise, it was good. I think I liked the look, the visuals of it. I think some of the acting was a little over acting, which you I mean, you get into a Japanese epic, you get that. So I think overall it's good, but to me it's not great.
You know, Brad. So I'll start this off. I'll say this. I like this movie. Actually, kind of really dug it, man. A lot more than I dug Brother.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think there was a lot more money for this
But
than
I'm
Brother.
starting to notice, and I have to get better at this because I didn't do it probably as much as you did. But I think we need to stop expecting or putting, Kurosawa's greatness
Yeah,
as a prerequisite to everybody who makes a samurai film.
yeah,
Because I think
it's really
Kitano,
difficult. It's really difficult.
it's really difficult, but also I think Kitano's a different artist than
Yeah,
Kurosawa. I think the way that Kurosawa just made him differently, made his films differently, and I think we owe it to the people who make these films to stop trying to for us to stop going into these movies and thinking like, oh, it's probably going to be like a Kurosawa epic,
yeah.
and um, I have to say I really dug this movie. Um, I think that the story is a little bit harder to move here
There's so
because
many characters.
there's like a lot coming in different directions.
Yeah,
But I think what's the most fascinating part of this film is obviously the very, very political play that's happening here. You know,
yeah, yeah.
the
You
whole
got you
fact
got
is that like they want this man wants to unify his country, but there's a rebellion that's starting and it's kind of growing, and it obviously ends with with the rebellion winning
well in some form,
in some form. Yes.
because you have Nobunaga, who's supreme
Yeah.
leader at that point. And everybody kind of cows down to him. They portray him as being like freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Um, and then you have this other side. You have, I guess, what he calls Baldy, um, who was he? He was Mitsuhide.
Yeah.
You had Mitsuhide on one side, and then you had who would go to win the whole thing. That was, where is he? not Hanzo, although we got to see Hattori Hanzo, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Who was he? Not Saito.
You talking about Mitsuhide?
I'm talking about the peasant lord, Frog.
Frog.
Yeah, the older guy who ends up winning it all.
The big fat bald dude.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, they're almost bald.
They're almost all bald.
Yeah. No, not Hideyoshi.
Yeah, Hideyoshi.
Hideyoshi, yeah.
Yeah, Hashiba Hideyoshi, who ends up winning it all. I think you have those characters, of Hideyoshi, Mitsuhide, and Nobunaga. They're making the plays, and you have all these kind of other characters around them, but those are the main players. And I mean, it's cool. You get Hattori Hanzo in there, who's like badass, and then we got Yasuke.
Yeah, Yasuke, who speaks Spanish
or Portuguese. I think it might have been Portuguese, right?
It sounded like Spanish, but it might have been Portuguese, which makes a lot more sense if he's an African.
If we're going by Shogun rules, Portuguese would make sense.
Yeah, but remember, Shogun was historical fiction.
Yes, it's historical fiction, but the Portuguese
were in that
area.
They were.
I mean,
I don't think the Spanish were.
It's such a huge. There's a reason they made Shogun into a freaking television series. Yeah. There's so much political drama and so many characters and so many pieces that to try and fit it all into one movie in a 2-hour and 11-minute movie, it's a lot.
And like I said, I know he's a different filmmaker, he's a different artist than Kurosawa.
Yeah.
But like, you're starting off really hot. You're getting into a battle. You're seeing all this stuff play out. And then you kind of like lay low for a bit where the political starts. And then you start getting into another area where like there's conflict. And you go back to more political stuff. It's like things kind of kind of back and forth a lot. And to me, the story's always on 10. It's constantly going, not letting for some moments to really sink in.
Yeah. Which I don't think it can with the time.
No, I don't think so because of the subject and the time period. And it's just, I might have to make a case here. Like, I think this is a movie that really suits that 3 hours or like 3 hours and 30 minutes runtime.
Yeah, 3 hours, 3 hours, 30 minutes, or a television series.
Yeah. I'll say this. God, man, this movie's absurd. The fucking beheadings, the violence is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, the movie's funny too. It has some good comedy in it.
Funny, Brad. Yeah.
When every time Hideyoshi is going like, "I'll kill you,"
yeah,
he like goes to draw. He's like, "I'm just kidding."
Yeah,
just fucking with you.
Yeah, just it's hilarious, man. It's hilarious. And you don't really expect that because of the time period.
Yeah, well, you expect all these kind of like prim and proper, Japanese lords, and they are not that at all.
Yeah. But man, like I said, I actually really like this movie, Brad. And I told myself like, it's gonna be a different samurai film. I've seen films that are a lot different from what Kurosawa would make, like Sword of Doom and stuff like that. So, I just went there and I'm like, I just was super enthralled by the political aspect of it. I thought visually looks beautiful. I thought that the actors were pretty good, and they're pretty absurd. So some of their performances are a little like
exaggerated. There's some exaggerated.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a little exaggerated. But like, I'm starting to realize like maybe that's kind of the point of it. I don't know. Like,
or maybe that's how Japanese samurai back in the day were. They were yelling and jumping a lot and attacking. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it's more of like look at these people who like were politically in charge. And look how like idiotic they look. Like maybe it's a case of that. And but I had I like this a lot more than Brother.
Yeah. I mean I dug the music quite a bit through this.
it moves a little faster. I mean, it moves just as fast, but I think that story to me was just way better. And I think that I had a better time consuming this story than Brother's story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we give Brother, a 6?
Yeah, like 6.25, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Yeah. But I like it, man. I really do. Now I definitely see what could have been censored in America. Because oh my god, like some of the violence is crazy, man. Yeah.
But that's kind of, I mean, like you're seeing parts of where Tarantino's whole aspect came from, of just blood slinging
Yeah.
out and all that. So I mean, you know, we're used to that. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's cool for a Japanese, I don't know if it's a drama or a
Yeah.
comedy, or I guess
Yeah.
historical movie, uh, for that to happen.
And I have to tell you, Brad, he'd been working on this movie for 30 years, Brad.
Yeah, well, I guarantee. I mean,
Wow.
he wrote the book.
Yeah.
The book probably took 30 years.
Yeah.
Then he had to change that and make that into a script.
Yeah.
But there's just so much going on. I'm with you. I think a 3 hour 30 minute like
Yeah.
director's cut, or the 2 hours 11 minutes. There's just too much going on to fit that much, you know, script in.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. But I still like really liked it. I still really enjoyed it, and I think that it's what's it called? I think that they did a pretty damn good job with this movie, and I would really be interested to see a little more. But it's just they're just like I said, different directors, and I feel like what he does really good is like this intricate, human storytelling
Yeah.
where it's like it's not really based on the action of being committed, but more like these conversations and the blocking and just really filmmaking techniques behind what's being done in this film. So like I feel like what his strengths are is just how his characters interact with each other.
No, I
And
agree. I mean, the dialogue through this, the writing is
yeah,
good. I just think there's not enough runway for it to
yeah.
actually,
Damn it, I kind
I
of
don't
want to
know,
watch
get
this
off the get off
Satoichi
the ground
film.
as much as I would like it to.
Yeah, I agree. I would really like to see a Zatoichi film now because,
I mean,
like,
that's what he's most famous for.
yeah, his Zatoichi film,
Yeah.
and that one is one of his movies called Fireworks. It's like really big too, but but yeah, man. I mean, like I said, still really enjoyed it. Fantastically crafted. I think that the violence and just the blood is incredible.
Yeah, I think how we tried to wait for it to come to America, that might have been edited out a bit,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe.
yeah. But just ultimately, I think it really it's really it's really held down by the script, and I think like the pacing, because it's just sometimes it feels like it's going too fast, and sometimes it feels like it's going a little slow,
Yeah.
and it's just it never feels even to me. But I still think I still think that it's a good movie, and I really did enjoy it. Brad, what's your final verdict?
I am going to give this a 7.25 out of 10.
Brad, I'm a little bit higher than you, but I still really, like I said, still really enjoy
I,
this.
I think it's a good movie.
Yeah, 7.75 out of 10, Brad.
Yeah.
I think I really enjoyed it. I'm not quite there where I can say like, man, I really love this movie, but I'm like, I really like this. Like, I
It's a
really
good
like this
movie.
movie.
I mean,
Yeah,
stylistically, fucking dope.
great, great. I would like to see more of his like, his like more like crime dramas and stuff like that, where, you know, human interaction is probably a big thing in there. I just want to see something that's like Brother, but it's not
It's
as
not on.
fast
It's not.
paced.
It's not on a dollar budget. Is what you're
No, it's not
saying?
even that. Just not as fast paced, and where I'm
Yeah.
not able to to like really let some of these moments sit with me. You know, and yeah, there also was just some performances within Brother that
Yeah, they were a little
yeah,
rough.
yeah. But
Yeah, all the
I was starting to
performances are pretty
realize
good
that
in
might
this
be a
one.
thing, bro. That might be a
All,
thing.
yeah, all the performances are pretty good in this, though,
Yeah,
for the most part.
yeah, for the most part. But yeah, that concludes our review of Kubi. And as always, we want to thank you all so much for
Okay.
joining us here at the Nerd Core. And Follow us at thenerdcore.com, Twitter at thenerdcore, Instagram at thenerdcore, Instagram, Letterboxd, TikTok at thenerdcore, patreon.com/thenerdcore. For $1 a month, you can get this episode live and early and ad-free, along with the episodes that drop on Tuesdays, which get streamed on here on Patreon on Mondays. But yeah, go check that out. Our Discord link is in the description below, so you can chat with us and talk with us. If you're on the YouTube side of things, make sure that you leave a comment. Are we completely missing the mark on Kitano? Are we just not thinking about this correctly? Does Brad need to stop meat writing on Kurosawa and start letting directors, make outside of his means?
Nope, not gonna happen. Give my fucking samurai epic.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't think everyone's gonna make movies like that, Brad.
I know, but you can always hope.
Yeah. No, you can always hope, but just some directors, that's not what they're aiming for.
I mean, I didn't give the guy a 2. What do you want?
Yeah. I know. It's like I need to just find. It's like I can't go into every Russian movie and expect a Tarkovsky.
I mean,
and be like, well, you see, Tarkovsky just did it really good like this.
He just did it much better.
Yeah. Which I can't wait for us.
I mean, he's only had like so many years of fucking directorial experience when he was that age.
Yeah. But just let us know in the comments if we're completely wrong about this movie.
It's not like he had fucking Mifune in every movie.
Yeah. Make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, so you don't miss another video that drops on the channel. And if you're on the podcast side of things, make sure you leave a 5-star review and follow us on that podcast app of choice. All of that helps us out so much. And of course, thank you to our patrons. Without them, none of this happens. We're the reason y'all are the reason we do this. Y'all are the reasons we do it at the level that we're doing it, and you're the reason why we do it as consistently as we can, because we appreciate you. And if you were on Patreon, this week we dropped the Night of episode 7 watch along, which amazing episode, and I really liked it. So you should go and check that out. But we got a lot going on there. In 2 weeks, we'll do the Night of episode 8. We'll conclude that series at the $5 tier, and at the $5 tier, you'll get your mini pod for this month's International Film Month. But Brad, tell them about our executive producer Shane.
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/xsrk or on Twitter at thrifted.io, or go buy something from the Suppy God at dpop.com/Prison City Vintage.
Damn straight, man. And as always, we thank you guys so much for being the wonderful people that you are. We will catch you all on the next one. For now, Brad, let's go ahead and send them out of here.
All right, Raul. Thank you for being a host as always. Thank you to all those who join us in future chats. Thank you to our listeners out there, Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And to end this episode, all I got to say is don't lose your head. Young Yoda out. Bye, guys.